Be sure to stay all the way until the end of the video to learn about a potential giveaway I might be running. Also, subscribe if you enjoy. Hey guys, Zombie here, and welcome back to another Back 4 Blood news video. Now, yesterday I uploaded a video just about analyzing the reveal trailer and the initial gameplay, and this morning, the morning of the 14th of December 2020, we the people who have already registered their code for the pre-alpha, or for the alpha test, I should say, we had a bit of a preload. You know, they put an update on Steam. It was just an empty file before, and they added some assets and whatnot. And there was 4 cinematics they added that you could go into the files and find, which I watched all 4 of them. But when I came back to record this video, it seems they removed all the files. Like, everything that was preloaded, they just removed. I'm not sure exactly how that works with Steam and being able to remove files. I know, like, updates add files. I really don't know exactly how the logistics work, but everyone seems to have this where their files are gone. So it seems they must have pulled it down, but luckily the Back 4 Blood official Twitter has uploaded Cinematic 1. Cinematic 2, 3, and 4 were about 10 or 15 seconds each, with just some lore, some background of what was going on, and 3 and 4 were the same, which is very interesting. But this is the main one, and we get a lot of really cool details here about the special infected, about how the game is going to be replayable, and how they're making sure it's replayable, and I'm really excited for you guys to see what it is, so we're going to analyze this a bit as well. Hey guys, Future Zombie here. I'm actually in the process of editing the video you're currently watching, but someone who downloaded Cinematic 2, 3, and 4 to their computer was kind enough to share it with me, so we're just going to quickly take a look at them. They're about 20 seconds each. This is no longer a fight for survival. It's a war, and we have to win. Cinematic 3 now. While on a supply run to Evansburg, Walker, Hoffman, Holly, and Evangelo get caught in a massive Ridden attack. Surrounded by chaos, they must make their way back to Fort Hope to defend their home. And finally, Cinematic 4. I think I mentioned this in the main part of the video, but it's literally the same exact thing as Cinematic 3, which is very interesting. I'm not sure if this was an error or if this was intentional, but there you go. Again, pre-alpha gameplay here. Also, this is on Twitter, not on YouTube, so this cursor is going to be chilling like right here because it doesn't work any other way. The spacebar doesn't pause and unpause every time for me. As well as I don't know the hotkeys on Twitter for going frame by frame. So if anyone knows that, definitely let me know in the comments.
Welcome to the world of Back 4 Blood, a thrilling cooperative first-person shooter from Turtle Rock Studios, creators of the critically acclaimed Left 4 Dead franchise.
Yes, sir.
You are at the center of a war against the Ridden.
So right there, the Ridden is what the zombies are called. So in Left 4 Dead, it was the Infected. In this game, in Back 4 Blood, it is the Ridden.
These once human hosts of deadly parasites have turned into terrifying creatures.
So right there, again, confirming it's a parasitic, not viral, so that's interesting.
Bent on devouring what remains of civilization. With humanity's extinction on the line, it's up to you and your friends to take the fight to the enemy, eradicate the Ridden, and reclaim the world. Right
here's the clip we saw in yesterday's video. So the game director, a very, very interesting concept. I'm very excited to see how this plays out. Let's hear her explain it.
With Back 4 Blood, no playthrough runs the same way twice. This level of variety is made possible by the game director, that constantly adjusts to player action.
Constantly adjust to player action. Now, I think that's a very interesting line. What I took away is maybe, if the survivors are later revealed to be called cleaners in this trailer. So maybe if the cleaners are doing well, they're not taking a lot of damage, they're getting from safe room to safe room quickly. Maybe the game director makes it more difficult. Maybe if they keep dying or they keep going down or they have to keep resetting because people are dying, it'll be a little bit easier, or just not as hard. I doubt he'll make it easier, but maybe he just won't make it as hard. I'm very interested to see how that'll play out.
Creating memorable, unpredictable, dramatic gameplay. This affects
Sounds good.
Enemies, modifiers, the environment, and more.
Enemies, the environment, modifiers. So we'll find out the environment. It's kind of referring to like fog is one example they give. modifiers are huge. And she'll talk about that here in a moment, and I think it'll add a tremendous amount of replay value. Something I mentioned might be a problem yesterday. I think it was a problem with Left 4 Dead. After playing it a handful of times, it becomes less replayable. So this system, I think, is going to be really good, and she'll explain it here in a moment.
Over the course of the next 4 days, thousands of players will be able to play Back 4 Blood for the first time.
I am in this. I already have my key redeemed. This is also what my giveaway is for. If I get any more keys, I'll be giving them away. So make sure you watch the beginning of the video and the very end of the video to find out more about that.
Our Back 4 Blood closed alpha test showcases an early mission, Evansburg, from within the 4-player cooperative campaign.
So I guess it's only going to be with this one map in the alpha, Evansburg, and they are called campaigns again like they were in Left 4 Dead. And just more details I'm picking up as we go.
In this mission, you'll be able to fight overwhelming odds, topple towering monstrosities, and try to survive. Each time you play, you'll face a new set of threats. As you play through the closed alpha test, you'll also discover new items, gear, and weapons to help you take your fight against the Ridden further. Though each time you play, the game director will change what you find and where, so make sure you run through more than once.
See, that was something that was a little confusing to me, just because the bitrate on this frame is not great. That's better. Stuff being in different places, I don't really know what that means. I mean, I know what it means, but what does that mean in terms of gameplay? Like, does that really matter? Is stuff going to be collectible, so it'll carry over between games? Like, there's something. Like, I'm thinking almost like Intel from like Black Ops 1 and 2, 3 maybe, where you had to go and collect the intel on the levels and whatever. I really don't know what could be moving that's going to be so important that you want to go and replay a mission over and over again. To go and I'm not exactly sure what that means, so I guess we'll have to see either in the alpha or when it fully releases in June.
When Back 4 Blood launches, gamers may assume the role of 8 playable characters, known as cleaners. In addition to distinct personalities, each of these cleaners has their own unique secondary weapon and character perk. In the back.
So that's also interesting. The secondary weapon seems like it's going to be locked on each cleaner. Where it's not going to be able to be changed. You can change your primary weapon by picking up a new weapon, but the secondary will be locked to that character, which is interesting. I'm not sure if that's going to be great or if it's going to maybe be a little bit annoying. We'll have to wait and see. Oop, that's not good. Let's just quickly get back. We were like right here.
And character perk.
And character perk.
In the Back 4 Blood closed alpha test, players may take control of the following cleaners: Walker, Holly, Evangelo, and Hoffman.
If people are simping Holly in the comments, I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
Throughout the Back 4 Blood closed alpha test, our battle-hardened cleaners will be required to test themselves against a small sampling of the Ridden. You will get a. So
that line is, I think, very important. A small sample of the Ridden means to me that not every special zombie is going to be in. And we'll see a bit of a list and some descriptions here in a moment, which is very exciting. But I do believe it's not a complete list. So that's also very exciting because there's a handful of them. And I'm excited to see what ones are going to be in the full version that aren't in the alpha.
A taste of the threat of these dangerous foes. The common infected.
Classic.
Stinger.
So the stinger is what we talked about yesterday, the forearm, kind of throw the thing that makes you stuck to the ground and also seems to be jumping like a hunter.
Wretch.
So Wretch, I believe, is this the Charger or was this the Boomer? I can't tell.
Tall Boy.
So that's a very funny name. Tank Tall Boy? Oof. Anyway.
And the terrifying Ogre.
Ogre is Chad Sr. from yesterday. The card system, this is massive. These are the modifiers.
Back 4 Blood offers a new roguelike card system that allows players to customize their experiences and create new challenges. When you enter a mission...
Alright, we'll let her talk here in a second, but we have a look at this stuff. So it also, Hawkers appears to be what was before a Stinger, and Bruisers are Tall Boy, which is... They might... Maybe I assume Tall Boy is a working name, not a... I think Bruiser might end up being the final name. We'll have to see. But we have Sprinters, which are just faster, common infected, but remains of the living aim for the head to put them down quickly. Hawker's melee teammates to free them from Hawker pins, which does remind me of the Hunter. It doesn't really mention anything about that substance that kind of grabbed out and threw and made the guy stuck in the reveal trailer, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Ogre, Chad Sr. Weak spots are the only way to take down this horrible amalgamation of flesh and bone, which, yeah. Bruisers, or I think this was Tall Boy, I think it's the same thing. Stay away from bruisers, especially when they go into a frenzy, which I assume they just keep throwing their big arm over and over. Again, I still think this is a weak spot, so that'll be interesting to see. And Wretches, acid spew leaves dangerous bile pools. I don't like the way that's worded. But from this description, leaves dangerous bile pools, it seems like Wretches are actually spitters, not boomers. I mean, when you think about boomers and spitters, they're really quite similar, other than the fact that the spitter leaves like an AoE, acid that causes damage, while the boomer would cover you, kind of obscure your vision and attract zombies. So this being a spitter actually isn't that far off from what people were thinking anyway. It's just, it's a little bit chunkier, like you would think from a boomer. Of course, I'm referring to Left 4 Dead, but I assume if you're watching this, you're a big fan of Left 4 Dead, so let's keep going.
The game director will play what are called corruption cards.
Corruption cards, very big.
This will make the game more difficult, dynamic, and intense for the players. For example, spawning larger hordes of enemies, generating fog, or making ammo scarce.
So that's an example of kind of what she was saying before. Fog, scarce ammo, more enemies, stuff to make the game more difficult, which I think is extremely interesting. I'm curious if players will be able to make it hard on themselves without having the game director do it. I assume there will be a way, but I also assume there is not a way to kind of tone him down. I guess we'll have to see. There might be different difficulty levels you can load in on, and based on the difficulty level, he has a different pool of corruption cards he can play. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, but I think that's very, very interesting.
Players can then play their own set of cards.
So actually, I do want to show you kind of what again, I don't know the frame by frame on Twitter, so I'm kind of just dragging the player. Revive speed, ammo capacity, and there's a bunch of them in that reel that's about to come up. So I'll let her talk, and then I'm going to go back and kind of show you some of the cards. Also, you see, a little bit of a pre-game lobby corruption card. So this is, I guess, played by the game director, and it looks like each player is probably able to pick something. I can't tell if this is all just Holly's point of view. I believe it is. You can draw cards. You can, I guess, burn cards. So I assume you can just this is like a discard pile or something. This is pre-alpha, so this user interface might change the way this looks. But I think this is very, very interesting to see this. So let's go into the next part.
Players can then play their own set of cards to suit their playstyle. These cards can range from finding more of a specific weapon to giving your team benefits, such as faster healing or the ability to hold more ammo.
So quickly before we keep going, there's a lot of cards that are shown here, so I don't know the frame by frame, so I'm kind of just going to be dragging if it wants to work with me here, which it might not. All right, we're back. Let's take a look. So, again, I don't know the frame by frame hotkey on Twitter if there is one. I don't know if we get to see this one, but it's we might loop back around to it because this does loop around. So we have a card, plus 30% health, minus 10% stamina, automatically break out of a grab one time per level. I think this could be massive, especially if you get to choose when you use it, and it's not like you get grabbed for the first time and it activates. If you're able to push a button to say, I want to activate breakout and get out of this grab, this could be huge. If it's forced on your first grab, probably not so great, but have to see. I think this could be big. This is also another one I thought was really good when I was looking at this. Healing a teammate also heals you for 100% of the amount healed. So, I guess if you heal your teammate for 75% health, you get healed for 75% health, which effectively doubles healing, which is crazy. They'll probably have to nerf this or modify it in some way if this is how it's going to be in the alpha, but maybe they'll already change it for the alpha, because this seems really good.
These cards can range.
So we have fire resistance, plus 75% fire resistance. Kills with fire grant you 3 temporary health as well. So I guess there's temporary health, kind of like, I believe it was painkillers from Left 4 Dead that would kind of heal you, but it would wear off over time. Just plus 10% stamina. That was a big one. I want to make sure. I'm not sure if we loop back around to that one, but plus 1 team extra life minus 20% health. That says this card applies to you and your teammates. That's what it says beyond this. I was able to see it in YouTube and I went frame by frame, but I'm probably not going to catch the frame here, but that's okay. So it keeps going right about here. Wow, this is very blurry because it's probably still scrolling. When you or a teammate become incapacitated, all teammates gain 100% damage, 20% reload speed, and unlimited ammo for 10 seconds. This seems huge. 10% ammo, increased ammo capacity for the team. Kills with melee weapons, heal 2 health. When you or a teammate become incapacitated, all teammates heal for 45 health over 10 seconds.
Specific weapon.
Gain 10% melee damage, 10% melee speed, and 5% movement speed for each melee kill in the last 4 seconds. Again, these are just very interesting to see before the actual release of the alpha or the full game. So, reload speed we saw, this we saw, so now we looped around, so let's keep going.
Benefits, such as faster healing.
But we do catch a new one. Yeah, so this is where it says, this card applies to you and your teammates. This is what we're talking about before. Let me see if I can catch a good frame here. Okay. When you kill a mutation, which I assume is special infected, gain 10 copper up to 300 per level. This was very interesting to me. What is copper? What do we need it for? Is there going to be a crafting system within each campaign, or is copper some sort of currency outside, like, beyond each campaign, kind of just universal across the game? I will have to wait and see. I assume level means like each section of the campaign. Usually there was 5 or 6. I think there was 5 acts per campaign in Left 4 Dead, but there might be different in this game. So I assume each level is like each act of the campaign. This applies to you and your teammates. So if all 4 people use it, is it 40 up to 1200? We'll have to see. But I think this, just in general, the concept of whatever this copper is very interesting, and I'm excited to see what that is. And we have Hunker Down. I haven't really been reading the names, but just what they did, but oh well. While crouching, gain 20% damage resistance and 12.5% increase in accuracy.
Ammo.
Back to reload, relooped. Alright, so we're going to keep going here.
These cards are earned by completing certain challenges and objectives.
That's also very interesting to me. Are they going to be consumable? Is this going to end up being a microtransaction situation? I'm not sure. I'm hoping, you do something like, let's say you beat this campaign on this difficulty, or there's, a little companion you can pick up in the first act of a campaign, and you have to escape with him in the final act when you evacuate. Because usually, well, actually, we don't know if that's a thing, but I assume it's going to have some sort of evacuation at the end, like Left 4 Dead did. Have some cool challenges like that. Will that permanently unlock a card where you can use it now in any campaign, or is it going to be consumable and it random or loot box, or I don't really know. I'm hoping it's the challenge and you unlock it permanently, or it's a challenge and you unlock a consumable that doesn't become a microtransaction, but it might. We'll have to see what happens with that when the game releases.
In the final game, players will be able to customize their decks to best take on whatever threat comes their way. The combinations are endless, leaving you with a unique experience every time.
We already read all those, but I do think that's just a very interesting concept.
Knowing all of this, are you prepared to jump into Back 4 Blood's closed alpha test?
Yes, sir.
We need your help to play, balance, test, and break our game so that it can emerge stronger when it launches.
Yes, sir.
Please join us to help Turtle Rock Studios and Warner Brothers Games deliver a worthy co-op shooter the world has been dying to play.
Let's go. I'm so hyped for this game. Again, I'm going to be playing this. I'm going to be uploading gameplay when the alpha drops. So about the giveaway, if you're looking to get a key for the alpha, the way this giveaway is going to work is if I receive any keys, I will be giving them away because I already have one. So of course it's contingent on me getting another key. I joined the giveaway. I registered on their website right as the Game Awards were going on. So I might get more keys. I might not. I believe from what I've heard, you get 3 keys in your registration. And because 1 for yourself and 2 for others, but I already have 1, so I might be able to get 3. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But if you're interested in signing up for this giveaway, what you have to do is you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You have to leave a comment on this video. then you have to join my Discord and post a message in the B4B giveaway channel, just saying what your YouTube username is and what you commented on the video, or just what video you commented on. Either is fine. I'll be able to find it. And you'll be entered in the giveaway. And then if I receive keys, I will give them away as I receive them. So if I receive 3 tomorrow, I'll give away 3 tomorrow, assuming there's 3 people in the giveaway. And that's how we'll run it. I'll just run the giveaway as soon as I receive any keys. It'll be in and out. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me for now. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in another video, and until then, see you soon.